The Sim Show.
Is it working? We're live. Perfect.
Yeah. We have managed to be late and early both at the same time today. Did you know that?
I mean, listen, lowered expectations around here.
Mm-hmm.
There's only so many expectations you guys can have, and none of them are probably right. Let's be honest. It's like the patch today. I mean, yesterday.
Yo, by the way, none of my comments are showing up on.
No, it's showing up. I think Twitch comments only for some reason. Can we change that?
I don't know. I mean, we see you, right?
Yeah.
But like, I mean, we do. You know,
I think that the Twitch comments are the main ones that are up for some reason. It's not the YouTube ones. That's it.
That's it, man. Well, I guess we need to read chat.
Yeah, we'll have to actually read chat today.
Oof, this is gonna be a bad show. How's everybody doing in the chat by today? Welcome to the show. It is a Friday. There's 3 things we don't do, and all 3 of them are play the game. We don't do it. We don't play the game. But we are going to talk about it, and we're so happy to share with you information about talking about it.
Oh, you know what it is?
Oh, tell me.
I think maybe I fixed it.
Oh, did you? Because it's still Twitch.
Nope. Let's see here. We'll see. I think we got it fixed. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe not. There we go. Nope. No, that's still Twitch.
Still Twitch.
I tried.
Twitch is busier than I thought.
Hey, we got Facebook too.
Whoa! The whole thing popped up out of nowhere. You guys are live.
You said that before.
Not like that. DJ releases all Let's Plays. I release so much different stuff. You know, I don't release Let's Plays. You say you don't play the game. I do release Let's Play. They say all you do is release Let's Plays. What do you want from me?
Everything. GoHam. We want it all.
I don't stream. That's my thing.
When's your next stream? I thought you were going to do one right away.
Next stream is next Friday. I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
For our 4-year anniversary of doing the show.
Okay. I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess, guys.
Yeah. Or maybe we'll do it the week after. Who knows?
Who knows? Well, welcome in, guys. It's good to have you guys in. Of course, a big week once again for Farms of 25. We've got a brand new patch. It fixed some things not so much. Ish.
That one.
Yeah. I don't know. A little bit weird. We're going to talk about it. Of course, Farms of 23 got an update. That was big news for everybody.
Yeah. The 12 people that watched the video. Appreciate y'all.
Did you do a single dedicated video for that?
I did. Yeah, I did. I don't know if it was 8 minutes or not. I'll say that. I don't even remember doing the video now.
Oh boy. Farms of 23 got an update, got some new equipment for free, which is nice to see.
Yeah, one paid piece of equipment. Yeah.
It's, whatever. It's ironically enough, it's a piece of equipment that's not currently in Farm Sim 25.
Oh,
the T9.
Oh no, that's part of the game.
Yeah.
That's not part of the Farm Sim, is it?
No, that's caught me off guard a little bit. I'm like, oh look at wait, we got a patch for Farm Sim, the T9. It's coming. Wait a minute. That's the wrong logo that goes.
Yeah.
No. I wanted the Farm Sim 25. Where is it?
Yep. Let me ask you one question because I'm curious and I want to put things into a certain perspective.
Oh, put it all in perspective.
Yeah, put it in perspectives. Already got out of hand. All right, so let's say there was a DLC, and let's say it had a budget. It's the John Deere DLC.
The John Deere DLC,
and it had a combine harvester, a forage harvester, 2 tractors, and a special piece of equipment.
Seems awfully specific all of a sudden.
It's just 5 or 6 pieces of equipment, all equipment, maybe some tools as well. Let's say there's a tool for each thing: a header, a forge header, a front loader.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe there's 10 pieces.
Yeah.
All right, we'll just say there's 10 pieces, 4 or 5.
It's all John Deere.
Yeah, it's all John Deere. For FS, we'll say 22, just to change it a bit.
Okay.
How much would you think that should cost?
For 10 pieces of equipment ish.
Mhm.
I mean, I think most people would go, the $10 to $15 route max. Maybe
Okay.
$10 would be like pretty fair. I think the Kubota pack maybe $12.
All right. Now, let me ask you another question. Would you pay $1
About
per piece of equipment?
$1
Yeah.
per
You said
piece of
about
equipment.
10 to $15. It's actually hurting me right now. And it's not, you didn't say what I thought you would say. Anyway, it's $2 for a forage harvester and the header to go with it in Farm Sim 23.
It seems like a lot.
Seems like a lot.
You put it that way.
Yeah. You could put it there. I see Dr. Pepper again. Yeah. It's my Dr. Pepper. This is my me time right now. Like normally we're not doing nothing yet. It's early.
Yeah, it's my fault, guys. I've got to run.
So anyway, $2 for the John Deere 9000 as well as the header for it. It is what it is. The thing is, like on the Netflix version, it's going to be included in the base game. On the Nintendo Switch version, it's included in the base game. But if you're on iOS or Android, the Netflix, I know I felt stupid saying it too. If you're playing the iOS or Android,
Can I play the Netflix version of Farm Sim, please?
Oh, it is funny. I have Netflix and I have the Netflix version. I have it on. I think I have Farm Sim 23 on more platforms than 25. Oh crap.
Oh yeah, same here. I've got it on my Android tablet right here. I've got it on my phone, my iPad.
Yep.
And then the Switch as well. The kids Switch has it on it.
Yep.
Which they are always like, why is this on here, Dad?
Because I had to do that video that one time. You remember?
Yeah, you remember.
Yeah, I went to
Funny
Boston.
thing is, it doesn't look nearly as good on the Switch as it does the iPad. The iPad definitely looks the best.
Yeah, but it is weird trying to set the aspect ratio correctly.
Terrible.
I had to I don't know if you saw my video on FS 23, but I'm
sure I did. I'm sure I saw parts of it.
I went with a 1080p version of the video, so I had to basically take the size of the iPad, the resolution, and then I had to scale it for 1080-ish. And then like it popped out and it's like, oh, you mean 720? And like that's what YouTube shows it.
No, I didn't.
It's like this really awkward box of 720-ish.
Oh, that's awkward.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Well, it is what it is.
It's definitely tough to record stuff I find off those devices or anything like that. I find I had the same thing. I had like a wireless program that was going into my computer. I could record off that. And it was, weird aspect ratios. It was strange.
Yeah. I went all in on it though, man. I was using the capture or like the USB to HDMI thing from Apple, like the $30 or $40 thing. And then I'm going like HDMI into a capture card, into my laptop with the microphone in front of me and like an Xbox controller for the iPad. There was so much going on. It was so dumb. Had a hard time.
Well, I think the topic of today is more on the Farm Sim 25 patch. Of course, if you play Farm Sim 23 still, if you're still on your phone playing it, there's stuff for you to get now. It's there.
That is the most Netflix we've ever talked about FS23, I think.
I think we did one Farm Sim show, I think, where we talked a lot about it, and we kind of messed with it, didn't we?
Maybe.
Might have happened. I mean, we're at like 150 episodes by now, aren't we?
Oof. Yeah. Yeah.
To be fair, I just learned about this today. It was on the radio. It was yesterday, actually, on the radio. You think that this is a niche farm or like a podcast?
Mm-hmm.
There is a Mighty Ducks, everything to know about the Mighty Ducks podcast that is 350 episodes long, like
Good.
Mighty Ducks the movies.
Okay. Yep. No, that answered the question I had.
350 episodes. I can't remember what the name of it is. I can't remember the name of the podcast now, but 350 episodes of talking about the 3 Mighty Duck movies. So, I mean, there's a podcast for everyone, apparently.
Thanks for joining us today. Thanks for hanging out. You're special, and so are we.
We're definitely special.
Yeah.
Uh,
You want to talk a little bit about this update that came out yesterday? 1.4.
we should talk a little bit about the update because I know lots of people are anticipating updates. I mean, we're only what, not even a month in yet, just over a month in a Farm Sim, just over, I guess.
5-ish weeks.
And then we got our second update.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not having too many problems with my side of things. I know the console players still having some problems.
Yeah.
Did the updates fix that?
So I'm not quite sure. I'm still seeing PlayStation 5 players reporting that their games are crashing. There's a streamer that I watch. Is it General Combs? Is that his name? He's a really cool dude. Super nice guy. But he's been trying to stream. Yeah, General Combs. He's been trying to stream, and his streams have been having to shut down because his game freezes. So
Really?
yeah, and like he'll title it like stream crash or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of difficult for PlayStation 5 players at things.
And Xbox players are not having the same problems, it sounds like.
Yeah, it seems fine. And then like all players are still experiencing some issues. So like for me, I'm on PC, but I'm still having issues with the mowers bouncing.
Yeah, I've seen that as well.
So I'm having problems with that. I'm also still having problems with the combine harvesters digging into the ground.
Yeah.
But
those aren't like game breaking bugs though, at least, right? Like,
no, they just piss me off.
I know. Fair enough. I mean, do you want to talk about what the biggest complaint I would have would be?
Ooh, hit me.
I mean, you are talking to the best driver in Farm Sim. I don't feel like driving with a controller right now is really showing off my talents.
Sometimes you can say, "Oh, we increased it from 200 to 300%." But if
there we go. That's the podcast name in case anyone was wanting to know.
Oh,
I think that's it.
The Quack Attack Podcast. Yeah.
I think that's it. I'm pretty sure that's it.
Zach, you the man. There you go. So, yeah, they increased the steering sensitivity when actually steering sensitivity wasn't the problem. Steering back steering. That and the steering sensitivity is the problem. If you're unfamiliar with what has happened, let's talk about it, because I'm not saying I'm the go-to talk about this, but oh boy. You ready?
I'm finally getting used to it.
Don't you?
But I'm not.
Take it back.
You take that back.
You take that back. So what happened was, I'm gonna unplug my controller here. What happened was, if you press that way, where's my face? There we go. If you press this way or that way, you go left and right. But if you press a little bit, it goes a little bit, right? So in racing games, if you go super duper fast and you go bam like that, it doesn't do that. It goes yeah. It helps you. It helps you protect you from you. Well, the thing is, Farming Simulator has never had this before, and they have recently added it to the game. So the faster you go, the less responsive the steering is. And the faster you go, like in trucks, for example, or bikes. Bike was never good. Well, just that's a different category. But the biggest problem is the steering back and the steering sensitivity going fast.
And it's only when you're at speed, right? When you're you don't really notice it when you're just driving around a field.
No, it's very smooth, it's very normal. You know, I don't really notice the difference because I use a controller. A lot of you guys do as well. We're so used to just, steering as much as we really need to when you're going slow, and if you're going fast, like, if the momentum doesn't make you crash, you could take a turn at any speed that you want. Yeah. And now it's said to be done so that it makes it a little bit more realistic. And it's like, this is a video game, man. Can we stop? Can we not? This setting? No, please. Thank you.
It's a bit rough. I agree.
Saucy! Yeah!
We're on the Facebook.
She's always on the Facebook. I've been thinking about her so much, and every time I do, ADHD kicks in, and I eat a Snickers or some mix. My grandma made me some Chex Mix stuff. I think they call this trash or whatever it is for Christmas stuff. So good.
Be tiny.
Anyway, so my recommendation was to add 2 different steering modes. I acknowledge and I appreciate that they saw that what happened was a problem. However, they didn't fix the problem. They were just trying to do, like, oh, maybe this will help. And like it didn't. So like,
It's definitely awkward right now. I agree. It's and I haven't had a chance to mess with the update as much as you have already.
the
update seems like it hasn't fixed that problem. It's changed it, but it hasn't fixed it.
Yeah. I played quite a bit yesterday, and actually was doing some testing while I did the update video and the mod video. And then I think I've got one. No, the Let's Play today was recorded sometime. Let's Play today was recorded, I think Monday, Monday or Tuesday, and then the Let's Play coming out, I think it's Sunday. Yeah. It's the Supercuts tomorrow. I think the one coming out on Sunday I recorded yesterday after the update dropped.
I've had such a problem with. Well, I see Andrew talking about the international truck.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I've been trying out as well. But any of the trucks, the anything that goes faster than
I don't have the same problem with the lizard, the flatbed lizard, the cab over.
Yeah, see, the Volvo's rough too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I just noticed the international. Like you go around a corner of that thing, it's like you could flip that thing no problem. But where that little lizard, it seems like it's okay-ish.
Oh, are you having trouble flipping?
Well, I have flipping, but like if you steer too hard, the counter steers weird. But it also like just any kind of weight on the back, or even no weight at all. Like you go around a 90-degree corner, you can just flip the thing, no problem. It seems like.
Wait, are we having 2 different problems here?
I don't think so. I've noticed this with this particular truck since day one, even in pre-release.
Okay.
I was like, it's okay. It is what it is. But I've just noticed that the control for like the flatbed lizard, which is kind of supposed to be like the Asian comparable almost to a flatbed truck or whatever, right? It doesn't seem to have the same problems. It seems to control a little bit better.
Do you think it's because it doesn't go above 10 miles an hour?
Yeah, maybe. Well, not that one. The cab over, like not the little tricycle one. You have like the lizard. I can't remember what the name of it is anymore. The dragon.
Oh yeah, so with that truck, I didn't know it was in the game until like 3 weeks ago.
I actually really do like that truck.
I forgot it was in the game.
It's a great truck as well. Both like it handles better than the international in my opinion.
Gotcha. Yeah, before the before update 1.3, I don't know, like a week before I'd been playing, and I got on Xbox on the Asian map, and it was in the base equipment there, and I was like, oh, this is a cool truck, and like in my head I'm like, how do I not remember this? And I went through my old videos. I was like, I talked about it. I'm just an idiot. So I had forgotten something was in the base game.
I'm so glad that Giants included both the international and that truck as like base game equipment, like just because they're both good farm trucks to start off with. Look at you fixing your hat. Anyways, those are the 2 that I mean everyone kind of starts with at least. So it handles so much better. It's funny because I was doing a bunch of shipments to the museum with the international. And every time there's one 90-degree corner you got to make, and I flipped that thing so many times on that corner.
Yeah, see, my issue is the steering, because I will turn in.
I know what you mean.
And I will, go
you
like that.
You go to recover it, and
and usually to recover, you just kind of smooth out a little bit, and it just goes whatever direction it's going.
You don't know where you're going
now
anymore.
It's like, we're gonna keep going.
Yeah, I see you trying to steer. Don't worry about it though. Carol, welcome in. Thank you so much for the gifted members. Appreciate you. Nice work. Wow. Look at all the cool peeps in here.
Very cool. Is now a good time to say we appreciate you and we love you and we are thankful for you?
I mean, it is the season, I guess, right?
Yeah. I got a Christmas tree this year.
I got a sec here. I just got a Windows Update restart option. It's going to happen in
Ooh,
35 minutes if I don't touch a button. Hang on a sec
hit
here.
it.
Restart tonight. Don't do it
Because
now.
if it get ready to be a solo stream, you know
And
what
go.
happened. So there were a couple other things in the update. Have you gone through and read the changelog? Have you
I
guys
was sitting
gone through and
on
read
my
the changelog?
phone all day yesterday reading through them because I didn't have a chance to play. I was out of the
Okay.
house, but yeah, it seems like there's some good updates. A lot of stuff for like AI, which is kind of nice to see, to be honest.
Yep. AI stuff. So the drive from like point A to point B. Granted, I have not pushed that feature. It
Yeah, that
seems to be better.
that feature always works best as well on like the base game maps.
Yeah.
As soon as we start getting into mod maps, I feel that feature ends up being like, okay, it's there, but you might not want to use it.
Yeah. Sounds good, Sassy. Hit me up maybe tomorrow morning. Actually, I have a friend coming in from out of town this weekend to celebrate my birthday. They're having surgery in a couple weeks, actually, in about 1 week, I think next Friday. And so instead of coming to celebrate my birthday at the end of the month, which they're not going to be able to travel for, they're going to come up. So after the show today, I'm going to pick up my birthday cake. And we're going to celebrate my birthday like
I
2
thought you were
weeks
going to come up
early.
here up to Canada and celebrate your birthday in Canada.
Yeah, let me go to somewhere that's objectively colder than where I'm at now, where I will not enjoy the outside so much, and where, to be fair, I'm still convinced that your wife would not let me in the house. Like,
Well,
she knows better.
there's some accuracy to that.
Yeah, she knows better.
There's some accuracy.
So yeah, so I'm gonna go get the birthday cake. He gonna get here tomorrow. We're gonna
Cool.
go get some dinner, and we're gonna come back, have birthday cake, and probably watch Rick and Morty. I never watch it. I just watch it with him.
Are we? We usually end up having like the Farm Sim show on New Year's Day, on your birthday half the time, isn't it? It seems like
Yeah,
we've done it
my
like 2 or
birthday
3 times.
my birthday's on a Monday this year, and we're actually celebrating the 28th, Saturday
Okay.
with family. Anyway, there is a few things that I wanted to point out that I'm really. How big's my cake? It's a small cake. Under the fixes and changes,
Yep.
allowing. So this is so much bigger, and it's actually for one person. I don't know if he's watching. Drew, who's in my Discord, who's extremely active in the Discord. He has the NVIDIA GTX 9 or 745. The one I
Yep.
think I say you. I was like, hey, do you know what this is? Anyway, after 1.3,
Yeah.
that quit working, even
Yeah.
on stuff under the recommended or whatever. Well,
Because that was
they
that's technically under the recommended specs, right?
yeah, so they've allowed starting the game with some GPUs again that only support DirectX 12 feature 11, like the GeForce 700 series. They use that as an example. They say that note this is below the official minimum spec in performance, and stability might not be ideal. But you know what? He is happy. Drew is
Well,
happy
he can
because
play
he
the
gets
game with his current PC then, right? And not have to buy anything new, of course.
exactly. So shouty outy to you, Drew. I see you literally every single day. He's always asking about mods and all kinds of stuff. So this is cool because he actually gets to play again. That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. That's great.
There was a lot of other stuff that I just didn't care about, like disable poplar being destructive when driving over it. Don't drive over it. It's stuff like that. Let's see.
I mean, some of the big stuff, of course, like we were looking at the top, the improvement and changes up at the top here.
Yeah.
The various
Oh, you're on
improvements
that.
for AI field workers, improvements to go, like the stuff that you can't specifically show off, but it's stuff that is happening on the back end that I'm always glad to see happen, right?
Yeah. There is one that you can show, and I did show it a little bit. And actually, we show it in the thumbnail for the live stream today.
Oh, okay.
For this podcast.
Was that the smoke that was coming out of the tractor?
No,
Oh.
that's all editing. Believe it or not. No, I don't know if you can see there's water. Like, can we pull up a picture of the thumbnail real quick? Can you
Maybe.
do that?
Yeah, somehow. Let's see if I can find it here.
So-
Is it in my download files? Hang on a sec.
So they specifically say improved wave simulation on rice fields. However, the water looks good too. The water looks better. I don't know if it is better, but I think it's better.
You think it's better?
I think it's so much better. So while I was in there, I went into flight mode and I like dipped my player down into the water and went like, and then took the picture so that there would be waves under the water because it was just calm.
There we go.
Yeah, there it is. You see the waves? I did that. That was my body
did
going
that.
jiggity, jiggity.
So the funny thing, like this is all good and great. I love all this, and even like the terrain information. Do you know none of that happens in multiplayer?
Yeah, heard about that.
Yeah.
Did you know that it can be modified for mod maps?
No, I did not know that.
I didn't either, but Oxygen David posted a thing a couple days ago showing off what his way of doing it, and well, you can figure out how good it is. It's Oxy, come on.
It's unfortunate that it doesn't work for multiplayer. I found, like, especially the terrain deformation. I was really like looking around, like, oh, what? I don't see any. That tractor's not sinking in. Why is that thing not sinking in behind?
Yeah,
it doesn't work. Doesn't seem.
So the water, the improved wave simulation on rice fields, might be one of my favorite things to Neil B. Did he just say what I think he did? He did. Now we know what DJ does in the tub. That's awesome. A couple other things that might be helpful. Fix the color on gearing off headers. It's a little bit of a problem, but hey, that's, it's good. That's good. Fixed effect particles being displayed too dark in certain scenarios. I could see how that could be a problem. Guidance steering, working with on the Agrio Dino 2 or Dino, something that could be put in manually, but having the ability to make it automatic now, that's good. Landscaping delay, stuff like that. The delays, especially when you're painting, is going to happen if you are using DLSS. So if you're on PC and you're using DLSS, you're gonna see that. That just is an inherent thing of DLSS. That's why you may see with racing games the ghost behind the car. Probably using DLSS. So one of the ways to fix that is to get a more powerful GPU and turn it off.
Yeah, it seems like I had DLSS on for a little bit there. I was getting the same problem. Even the I don't know if it's like the cotton or whatever you'd have like blowing through the wind, or the pollen or whatever it was. I'd have like a ghosting trail of that going through my screen. Like, what is that? That doesn't look nice at all. I gotta fix that.
Funny enough that you say that. I think the thumbnail for the video on Sunday has that in there.
Oh, really?
So normally I'll take a bunch of there it is. Yeah. Crap. Hang on. How do I download the yelling at me? How do I download the thumbnail? I'm doing a thumbnail test. You can't download thumbnails if you're doing the thumbnail test. Boo.
That sucks.
Anyway, look out for it, because it's like above the Bale. There's like 3 or 4 things. You're like, what is that? Like,
there's trails behind them all.
So there's trails behind it. Yeah, I don't know why they're there. I actually don't have DLSS turned on. So, also big shouty outy to Trucker Matsy, who made a bell wrapper for me that made the bells go. The sound is off, by the way. I know you're watching. That
does make life a little bit easier.
Yeah, I had to get rid of the bell wrapper because it just wouldn't stop making noises.
One thing I found, I just found this out yesterday, actually, or the day before. The Anderson Bale wrapper that makes the big Bale snake.
Yeah,
you could get Bale stuck in that still. Like, remember the problems we had in 22 when that first came out?
19.
Well, in 19, when it first came out in 19, you couldn't. The Bales wouldn't self-animate. What I mean by that is they wouldn't become sentient and start flying around the map on you.
I remember this
22,
now.
you could. All of a sudden, the Bales, if they got kinked in there a little sideways, all of a sudden you'd have a sentient Bale snake going around your map. You could do that again in 25. I just did it 2 days ago. So that's back again. So I think the fix in 22, what they did to that is they just made it so that once they went through, they separated them when they were separate Bales then. Okay. If I remember correctly.
I know you can like unwrap them.
Yeah, so you can unwrap them, but I'm pretty sure in 22, once you finalized the Bales, it would just make them so they're all individual, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
But now it tries to pump the whole thing out, and you're stuck with how many Bales you stick in there, that's what you got. And if you mess up the last one, you've got 50 Bales that could be going around your map at 100 miles an hour, swinging around and destroying things like a tornado. Kind of interesting.
I've never wanted to end a stream and go play Farm Sim more in my life.
Watch my video tomorrow.
What's option B?
Come to Canada for your birthday.
I'll take C. That's awesome. That
Oh
sounds like so
man.
much fun. I would love that.
Yeah, no, it's a good time. You should mess with it. It's interesting.
Yep. See, fix the terrain paintbrush option, not having a round shape. They have done that. If I remember correctly, the wording for this was this: fix terrain paintbrush, not having option to switch to round shape. It's not as funny as I remember it being.
It's still pretty funny.
It's good. I actually reported that one. However, they never read mine, probably because 1,000 other people reported it as well.
And they saw your name at the top. They're like, oh, not this guy again.
Yeah.
Have you started having to put in like pseudonym names so they don't know it's you?
There's a few places where I've had to not be me. I feel like
to be less you, that'd be great.
I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of times where I'll have a meeting with giants or something. I say a lot of times. Not often, but like if you call, Kermit or Benny, and you're like, "Hey, I need to chat with you for a couple minutes. Hit me up," and then they go, "Hey, DJ, what's up?" I go, "What up, dude?"
What up, dudes?
Calm it down.
Ow, my ears.
Yeah. Anyway, that's me.
I've been seeing there's a lot of flickering fixes from various flickering issues. It seems like I haven't noticed too much of it since the last update, to be honest.
I have not either.
I'm just surprised. Like there's, if I bring this up here, but flickering textures on sunflower silo. I saw like 3 of them on here, to be honest with you. Anyways, whatever. I don't know if you guys are having flickering issues still or not, but I haven't been noticing anything lately. It seems like it's been all kind of fixed for me.
Yep, I haven't seen anything. Either it's fixed or it's fixed on PC. At the very least,
That could be part of it. Nice to see this as well. Crossplay fixes for mods.
Yeah, mods are a big deal, and everybody wants mods. So anything that has to do with mods that makes it better, this is good.
Do you want to go through the new add-ons?
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot, and one of them is not even in there. It's just not in the game.
I was kind of setting you up for that.
Yeah, Massey Ferguson Prime Twine. Where? Yeah, you show me. Show me where. All right.
Listen, I know I'm not really good at going through the new menu system, but I don't know if it's there. I don't know.
Yeah, I found the NetWrap Plus. That was easy. You go into NetWrap, but Twine. I don't know. Does anybody else see it?
You got me.
I must be going insane. And all the Massey Ferguson balers, the square balers, you can't see in them to see it adding these things. So,
Also, I did like this. I haven't messed with it. I haven't noticed this yet, but having a visible check mark for seeing which mods you have downloaded. Thank you.
Riley, I see you, homie. I see you. That's great. Oh, that's awesome. That's so funny. Let's see. John Deere wheel weights. Yep. Been added to things that didn't have wheel weights on it.
Yeah.
They're there. Ground King, if you're curious, is the Nokian, and the TM1000 is actually the base game normal Trelleborg wheels. So there you go.
Have you noticed anything with the distance?
I not only noticed that, I noticed that some of my base game settings had been changed.
Oh, really?
So I had to increase stuff again. But yeah, so there's also that's been changed. So foliage LED distance to allow larger foliage view distances without hurting the performance too much. Can confirm.
So your settings were changed. Did you try to edit your game XML like I told you?
I did not. No.
I'm curious what mine will do when I go and look at it, because I didn't look at my settings.
Yeah.
But I have that extra setting to get rid of or to minimize the
circle.
I don't know, the circle, the view distance circle, right?
Yeah.
The render. I don't even notice it anymore at all.
It's further away now. I still see it, but it's not as bad. I noticed it a lot more with a straw swath when I was doing up stuff.
That is something I definitely noticed when you do a swath of any kind and you drive away and it's like it's gone. You look back and then it renders in all of a sudden. You're like, oh, that was weird.
Yep.
I'm not really a fan of how that's working, and I don't know if that's a graphical setting or if that's something else.
Yeah. That could be something else. Sup, Yos. There was one other thing. What was it? Oh, so they kind of changed up a little bit of the advanced graphics settings menu. Did you see this?
No, I did not see any of this.
So, in the past, you could just click through endlessly for each section. So, if you went all the way to the end, you really didn't know where the beginning and the end were. And you
Okay.
had to know which setting you wanted.
Yeah.
Now, and it just goes all the way to the end. Whatever the max setting is, it goes to that one. And so
okay.
I had realized either they changed or something happened for me. Could have been me. Especially when I switched from the Giants version to the Steam version for Let's
Yep.
Plays. That could have been it as well. You never know. But I looked over that. There were a couple things that were not on Ultra that I have Ultra now. The LED distance was at 130. Now it goes up to 200.
Yeah.
And my in-show whatever thing was at 8 instead of 16. Yep.
I'll double check mine. I did not check the settings after this update, so I guess that's something I better do.
Check them, and especially go from like the Let's Play that released today, which is episode 30. And don't worry, I'm at first episode 31 since like FS19 coming out on Sunday. So that comes out on Sunday. But the difference between the two is, I think, extremely drastic between the two Let's Plays. I think visibly it just looks way better.
I'll have to double check that. That's good to know.
Yeah. So I mean, out of all the things that aren't fixed or this and that, there are, visually, I was really happy with it.
All right. Well, that's good. We got a couple things fixed at least. But like I said, steering, Giants, please fix the steering. It's the only thing I really have a big problem with.
Yeah, it's rough. So
painful.
So rough. I believe I made the comment of whoever's idea it was needs to be fired.
That might be a little harsh, but
it's a little harsh.
Harsh.
I'm not the one that came up with it. It is what it is. Anyway, as far as modding goes, they've added shallow water simulation placeable specialization to allow for simulated water in placeables. And then additional note for console players specifically, we're continuing to work on further console-related issues to improve stability and performance. You may expect additional patches and game updates in the coming time. So that means that things are happening.
Well, we're not going to see any more updates before Christmas, so it'll be middle of January by the time we get anything else now, right? When does Giants go on vacation now?
I would imagine today was some people's last day, and then for everybody else, it'll be next week.
Yeah. So that'll be the end of updates. We'll still see mods, of course, for the next weekish, I would assume, the next week.
Yep.
But
and then,
no more updates as far as the actual game engine goes. So I'll have to wait for that. But
yeah, I would also expect, sometimes like Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, people have mods that are like scheduled. If you're a modder and you didn't know this, you can just tell Giants like, hey, this is my mod. If it passes, I want it to release on this day.
Okay.
And so generally in the past, we've seen maps release, like really big maps release from Giants. We've seen some, I think Vertex Design has done some
Christmas decorations.
Yeah, Christmas decorations. Be nice to get those now instead of, Christmas Day. It makes more sense. But, so do expect probably something maybe Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. However, with Giants being out of the office after next week, just don't expect no mods. Might even stream. You never know.
You?
Gotcha.
I was going to say. Nice try. No one believes that.
Got him. Yeah. So I think that's all for 1.4. There were some pretty cool mods that came out this week.
Dude. I think, was it last week I was complaining that we didn't have any JCBs?
Yeah.
Well, JCBs now.
Also got good news. Ross, in addition to his 4000, is working on the 8000.
Nice.
Currently. And the Agri something or another, the telehandler and the JCB tools to go along with it are with Giants right now awaiting testing.
It looks so cool. I have not had a chance to play with it yet, but looks like he did a pretty good job on it.
Yeah, he always nails it. Unbeknownst to me, I was actually using this when I was playing Xbox on FS22 a couple weeks before 25 pre-release. Yeah, I've been playing on Clamston Farm. Sorry, Clamston. I need to get that right.
Yeah,
Clamston Farm you guys don't know, he called it Clamsden without even realizing it was wrong.
Not even thinking about it.
A while.
Whole video.
Whole video. It was great. Anyway, I used Ross's JCB Fast Track 4000 without even realizing that it was his. I was just like, oh, this is a good one.
It does answer the question, because I was like, well, why was there no JCB tractors in base game? Is it like a DLC pack they're going to try to put out later on?
Maybe.
No,
Maybe.
I don't think so. Right now, there's mods out now. I don't think there'll be DLC anymore.
Or maybe there will be. I mean, we'll think about it. We all think there's like a UK/Scotland-ish DLC coming out at the end of next year, the year one expansion. So what other tractors are so iconic for that area? JCBs.
It doesn't necessarily need to be a brand, though, right? It could be focused on a task, right? Like the Alpine pack was.
Yeah. That task I'm fine, but like you can't drive around the UK without a JCB.
True.
I mean, it's so synonymous that like I say anything with a front loader, but most things with a front loader, I have found people from the area will just call a JCB. Like we call like around here, skid steers, we call it a Bobcat.
Bobcat, yeah, that's a good steer. Yeah, it's
you know.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. You want to hear something dumb?
I always want to. I mean, we're the podcast. This is the place for you to talk about something dumb.
A couple years ago, I had some leaf removal done, and they brought in a Bobcat. It was a skid steer.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked him, because it wasn't a Bobcat, and I asked him, I was like, "What brand's your Bobcat, man?" And he's like, "Oh, it's this Japanese brand, blah blah blah." I was like, "Oh, very cool." And I turned around, I was like, "Wait, what did I just say?" Anyway, so I think some JCBs will release with that. I mean, come on.
I'm glad to see it. Moving on from that, I mean, was it? Do you want to talk about JHHG?
Yeah, the John Deere S700 series, tons of animations, looks great. I'm sure it's going to get updates as well. He also releases headers, really good headers, all kind of stuff. So probably see those too.
Taking your thunder with the water, by the way.
I love it, man. I love it. It looks great. He does a good job with his thumbnails. He does a good job with his mods. He's just killing it.
Pretty cool. I mean, yeah. There you go. I think everyone will want to download that one. That's going to be a high downloaded mod for sure.
Oh yeah, it always is. Also,
well, he's yawning already. It's early still though. It's early. We got you early today, and you're still yawning.
The DeWolf Quattro. Seen this? You heard about this?
I've heard about this. I have not checked it out though.
Top row.
You want to talk about it?
Yeah. This is the first DeWolf mod.
Okay.
Not only that, there's burping. Not only that, it will do carrots, parsnips, red beets, and potatoes. Not sugar beets, because there are better options, and I think that's why they did not include it. Maybe it doesn't do it in real life. Who knows? But it has a capacity, and it is a large capacity, 17,800, I believe, and it will hold it. So if you are doing any kind of root crop, it's
so much better.
So much better. It's 3 meter working with, but that does mean that you could probably get 2 of these things, hire them up on the field, run it back and forth from the ends to go in to meet each other, and you could just cart for them.
You don't need to be scared of carrots anymore. Of course, this thing's going to cost you an arm and a leg at $420,000, but that's why you can always lease. But crazy. Yeah, 17,800 liters. It's not like it's a massive quantity that it holds, but at the same time, the other one, like, it held nothing. So
yeah, the other one held 0.
So every time you went around a corner and you weren't there, you'd be doing this little game, or you'd be doing this with the computer driver. Oh, so frustrating. So frustrating.
It was tough. Yeah. Anyway, there were some Fendt tractors released from Agrali. That was very cool. FS Minor got not.
I was going to say FS Minor got out the chipper, right?
Yep, not 1 but 3 mods released yesterday. Friend of the channel, so congratulations to him. That's a lot of fun. There were some
silent guy come out.
Yeah,
Nothing huge, but whatever. It's kind of cool.
it works, and it was rated high in Farm Sim 22. Some silage mods released as well. That was nice. The Lizard Subsoiler MT from Black Sheep Modding, the 6.9, and the new 12-meter version. So that is very cool. Best plow in Farm Sim history is back again for 4th game.
How about the shovel?
Shovel, yeah. The shovel from A-Dub, also friend of the channel.
Yeah. I laughed when he threw it up, like, oh boy.
It's a shovel. I didn't realize that Giants had flipped the controls for hand tools until I lifted this in the middle of a video yesterday.
And you put it straight into the ground instead of lifting it up?
Put it straight into the ground.
Yeah.
So that's very cool. Gamer Design's got his Pits Lowboy out, which is super duper cool. Works with Pits or alongside Pits to in-game their models to get them into the game, which is super, super cool. My favorite logging trailer, Camilo's 0397's HW80 wood trailer. I know it's silly, but like that's my favorite one. I dig it. You know,
you need some. I'm sorry you don't have like an Autoload bale or a Autoload logging trailer you'd be a fan of.
Oh, just because I have a favorite doesn't mean I actually do logging. Right?
I was gonna say.
Yeah. There was also in the wheel or excavator tool pack from FS Miner, I believe a 10,000. I think it's 10 or 20,000 liters are held in the big bucket that goes on the excavator.
Oh, really? I didn't even notice that.
So it's kind of cool. That's very cool. Also, the UFO light material bucket I think holds 10,000 liters if I remember correctly. Like there's some pretty sweet stuff that was released. I mean, the Bachman trailer pack. I mean, that's cool if you'd like those for the base game.
Yep.
Which is nice. And there were a couple really nice placeables, including Omatana Silos Multi-Fruit. That was fantastic.
Some Autoload trailers as well, right? That came out earlier this week.
Yeah, the Autoload trailers. I mean, I've already forgotten about that. I do want to thank Omatana for making her silos in 2 versions. One version that will accept expansions, and another version will not accept expansions, so you don't have issues with the grain mill on your farm anymore.
I'm surprised that hasn't been fixed.
I am surprised that has not been fixed as well. It made me so much money.
Yeah, it's definitely a little interesting, that's for sure. I don't know. I'm not even sure how it's doing it yet. It seems like it has a quantity, and there you go. Anyways, I do have a question for you, actually.
Okay.
Do you find that those small production plants you can put on your farm are they too slow? Are they nerfed for you? Do you think they're enough?
I don't know.
No?
I know about them, but it's because I made my own. So I took one and then made it do the calculations I wanted it to do.
I know. I was just having a discussion. I'm like, I feel like they're fine. Like it's a small production plant that you have on there. It's not meant to make you millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And like you have to be limited by something on that for the cost you're paying for them. It makes sense. Yeah. I've seen some people complain. They're saying that it just takes forever. It shouldn't. There's no point in using them. They're too slow. So they either mod them or they don't even bother using them now. I'm like, well, it's kind of the point. It's like if you have enough production that you need the bigger plant that's already on the map, or you want to put down a building in the city, then that makes sense. But these ones here are just so you can get odds and ends out and make, a little bit of money here and there to put in your farm shop or whatever it might be. Anyways, that's my thoughts.
If you are on console or PC for that matter, go check out Driver 53. He's got a really good video showing those off. And I'll actually show you like, hey, here's how much you can make over time. Here's how long it's going to take you to pay this off. Yeah. So go to Driver 53. Before I put one down on my farm, I watched his video. So
I like to wing it.
Hopefully that holds some weight.
He does a lot of that stuff. He's the guy to check out for finding out how to optimize your farms for sure. He's the guy that does that for sure.
And if you are on PC, go get the lease the leasing mod for productions.
Oh yeah, that too.
You can lease the production. That's what I've been doing. Instead of it taking like a year to pay back, it's like, I don't know, a couple $100 a day. It's like, yeah, this one.
This one, please.
Couple other notable mods from this week. Farm Sign Pack from RMC. I can never remember.
RMC Gamer Designs, is that right?
Yeah. Remind me who they are. Somebody.
They don't have any other mods.
Or I'll look.
There you go.
where's Gamer Designs Facebook? Because he shared their stuff. Gamer Designs, clicky click. It is Roughneck Modding Crew. That's it. Who have also connected with me and sent over some stuff they're working on, which is very cool.
I like the signs are good. They're nice.
Yeah, they're neat. I think they released no, they didn't release. They teased them a couple weeks ago. But anyway, so those are there. All the ground textures, Harvest Profit. These are some really neat things. Switchable Bale wrappers. Have you seen this?
I have not messed with this at all. I saw this. I didn't download it yet.
Okay, so I have a question, and I need help from everybody watching right now.
Oh boy.
So this features in the base game for all platforms. What's so special about this mod? I'm not saying anything bad about Weary.
I'm assuming you could just not wrap it.
No. That's also a feature of the game. I don't know if you know this, but you could just turn off the wrapper in FS25.
I haven't messed with that part. If you really,
Yeah.
So if you were to have a grass bale, you could not wrap it.
Right.
Oh, I have not tried that yet.
Yeah, that's the base game.
Okay, I don't get it. It's highly rated. I mean, it's only 10 ratings, but it's highly rated too. I don't know.
Or you could just not load wrap. Yeah, see, like that's the thing too.
Yeah.
So I said, I don't have the option on Xbox. Then what do I have that's set up for it? I don't have this mod downloaded, and I had it up.
I don't know. Does Power Tools do it?
I wouldn't think so. It must have been something that. See, this is why I need to talk to people.
I don't know. Enable or disable the wrapper or switch unloading modes. And yeah, I unload. Yeah, that's normal. That's base game as far as I don't get it.
Is it
I don't know.
Because I don't have anything crazy. I don't have any crazy like mods like that installed. Yeah. But it's in my game. Like it's in I even have console controls for it. So
you got me, brother.
Doing my best not for my face to go. Anyways, some cool Autoload stuff as well. Very, very cool there. And then I don't know. Mods are on the right track, dude.
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably get a few more next week. I'm sure that'll be the last bit. We'll see. What are you laughing at?
I figured it
out. There we go.
So why would you release a mod that just does one thing that another mod does two things?
Here we go, chat.
Why would you even allow that?
Calm down.
Because you're not making any fast enough, Chris. Come on. All right. So, well, at least now we know what was going on with that. Moving on.
It's almost like having more than one mod that does auto loading exactly. To be fair, I have the PC Autoload mod on right now and been messing with that. That's a great mod, by the way, if you're on PC and want to just have an Autoload for anything.
Yeah.
But doesn't currently work for logs yet, but works for everything else. But you can actually drag go into the shop and drag how big the Autoload section is. So it's like, oh, I'm not happy with me being able to load where it defaults to. I'm going to make it bigger so it auto loads like on the cab of the truck almost even.
Ooh.
It'll do that too.
That's neat. That's cool. Very cool.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty cool. Now, it obviously won't be for console players, but for PC players, it's pretty sweet. Check out my video. It's from this week on Autoload.
Nice. Sweet.
Yeah.
There was one thing that I wanted to check. I thought
there is an update.
Now that I think out loud.
Oh boy, don't think out loud.
Wasn't there a thing in update 1.3 that fixed balers not unloading unfinished bales or cotton bales? I think was maybe the thing.
That was 1.4. I thought that was part of the new update, wasn't it?
You read 1.4, I'll read 1.3 silently, and we'll make everything awkward for everyone.
Oh wait, no. This is the fix gone but not for cotton achievement. That's all I read.
Yeah. It did. I know that.
Yeah.
but I thought there was something that fixed.
Allowed you to unload.
Yeah, but like now, when I go back and think about it, I have 2 buttons for unloading the unfinished bales.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Are you doing cotton a lot right now?
No, like regular bales, like grass bales.
Hmm.
There's like 2 controls for unloading unfinished bales.
Weird. I don't think I have that, but maybe I do.
So like,
Hey,
if it
William.
was
Cheers,
the
buddy.
same
Appreciate you.
base game, why would it be in a mod? Why would a mod add 2 things?
You got me, brother. It's all working for me, so I don't know what to tell you.
No, it works. It works great. It's working
What, you
so
had 2 of
good. I
them?
have multiple ways of doing the same thing. What has happened?
Oh boy. I could tell you, but you wouldn't believe it.
I love it, bro. That's awesome.
So we've gone through our mods, we've gone through our updates. You know what? The Clutch has to start driving right away. I got a 4-hour drive ahead of me across the province. So,
and the earlier I leave, the earlier I get to go get my birthday cake.
Birthday cake. Quick shout out here. Diesel Deer was 34 months. Appreciate you, brother. Jake's got here with the 8 month as well. Yahoo, 1 more month for YouTube. Oh, a YouTube baby. Just read that. Wow. Carol, appreciate you as well. Remember 2 months and the 5 gifted members there as well. Appreciate you. Iceberg's in here as well with 19 months. There's not that many bugs, brother. It's not that bad. We're getting there. And William with the $2 dono here at the end. Appreciate you, buddy.
William's here every time. We see you, bro.
Yeah, we see you guys. As far as everything else, we'll be back. I don't know if we're back next week or not. Are we back next week? Just so you guys know.
So next week, I believe, is the 20th. Yep, next week's the 20th.
I have a funny feeling I'm not going to be around on the 20th. Yeah, I'm not around. I'm busy on that Friday.
So you're saying that this will be the first time in like 4 or 5 weeks we don't do the show?
Might be, unless we do it on Thursday or record it.
Oof, I think I'm busy.
Yeah, see. Day. Maybe we'll do it. we could do it. Maybe we'll do a Christmas special. Who knows? Maybe we'll play the game
on Christmas.
Well, no, before or.
I was about to say, like, I want to be with my family then.
We're not family?
No, we're like, all right. So you know that the life that like your parents had before you were born, and then they just don't tell you. I don't even know where I'm going with this. And then they just don't tell you about the life they had.
You were going to talk about a story about like walking in your parents' bedroom on Christmas Eve night and realizing there was weird noises coming from the bed, and that's all. That's what I was waiting for.
I'm trying not to tell a story that you go, this sounds like a real thing that happened to you. I'm trying not to tell a story like that. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know.
Jeez, Stuart. Yeah, so you should get the Autoload because you can do 20-story high loads now with it. There you go.
Yo, there's an unrealistic bale loader for Farm Sim 22 now. It's like 70 or 80 mods, or 70 or 80 bales. Is what I just on top of it. It's so crazy. Yeah, no, I think we could probably throw in a Christmas Eve thing.
We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if it'll be Christmas Eve, but it'll be around Christmas, maybe like a couple days before.
Oh yeah, a couple days before.
I think we have the Kubota. We're doing some giveaways for some stream keys or game keys for PC. I think it's the 23rd. Off the top of my head, Kubota's giving a bunch away.
Woohoo!
So we'll be doing those. We'll stick to the channel. I'll keep you guys posted on that. If you guys want to win a copy of Farm Sim 25, you haven't got it yet. I'll be giving away some codes. Of course, if you want to buy it, you can check the links down in the description.
There you go.
Use the code ClutchSim, right, DJ?
No, I think it's pronounced DjGoHam. DjGoHam. The partners, you're not just things have changed. I don't know how much we could talk about that. The thing that happened like a month ago with the partner program, the way it changed
public
up.
Knowledge or not?
Yeah, but I feel like it would be because the public can be
involved.
Anyway, please use our codes at least for a short time before using someone else's. Thank you, and
I appreciate you guys.
We appreciate you.
Man. Other than that, I am gone this weekend. I've got a hockey tournament to go coach. My voice is so gone right now, guys. I got to get my yelling voice back in because it's time to put some kids in their place.
You be all right. You got that.
I tried to restrain myself with you today, so I can save myself for the weekend. I know you like being put in your place. That's what I'm saying.
don't like any of that in that order, in any other order. All of those words were just not what I wanted to hear.
Oh, okay. I already said too much.
Yeah,
Anyways.
I get to celebrate my birthday 3 times. And,
3 times?
3 times this weekend. And then again, the 28th.
Are you eating that cake today?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I already got candles and everything.
Oh, yeah. Are you...
So I've got, all right. So real quick, if you got time. So I'm not 36 yet. So I didn't get a 36, like the numbers. I'm one of those people, I like the numbers, not like the amount of candles. So I got a 35. But I didn't really know what to do for like the almost other year. So tell me if this sounds dumb.
It sounds dumb. It sounds dumb. So
I got a 1 and I cut off part of it. But it's just gonna, now that I'm thinking about it, it's just gonna look like somebody shoved the 1 down into the cake. I'm gonna come up with another idea. Also, I guess it would look like 351, huh? Jeez. I need help.
Wow. Wow.
That's pretty dumb.
Yeah, it sounds pretty dumb, all right.
I'm not proud of that.
Well, chat, on that, in the words of Jeremy Clarkson, on that bombshell of an announcement, I think we'll end it there. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Appreciate you guys. We're not back regular time next week, Friday. Like I said, we're going to be busy. At least one of us will be. We'll see if we can do something else. We'll keep you tuned in on what's going on. Who knows? Could be something different.
Yeah.
If we don't talk to you before Christmas, Merry Christmas, of course. And we'll see you guys over the break, I'm sure, at some point in time, though. Thanks for watching today. And we'll see you then. DJ, any final words?
Do not buy extra candles of different numbers to represent something that's not a number. I need help.
Sense to me.
And Dr. Pepper's really good. They should sponsor us. It's fantastic. Soda's not good for you. I need it for the caffeine, and I like the taste. It's a tool for me.
Oh boy.
I'm eating birthday cake for dinner.
Something's definitely a tool.
351. Can we just get out of here? Also, something's a little bit messed up, so we're not going to be doing like the...
No, you suck. You're awful. It smells like poop in here. What happened? You scared me.
There'll be none of that today, unfortunately, because somebody's OBS not working. So we're just
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate you guys. Like this. Check this out.
Check out our sponsor as well, G Portal Game Servers.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you to G-Portal for sponsoring this episode of the Farm Sim Show podcast. They host premium game servers for Farming Simulator 22 that work on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. Clutch and I have both been working with them for the past few years, and they have hosted our public and private game servers ever since. If you're looking for an easy way to play multiplayer with your friends, this is the best way to do it. G-Portal servers allow you to have full control over your game, what mods are installed, permissions, and the game can be available 24/7. For Farm Sim 22, they've got a few different server options from 4 players all the way up to 16, and you can get an extra 25 gigabyte of mod space. Choose between 9 different server locations around the world to host your game, and you're ready to go. If you're interested in grabbing a game server for you and your friends, use the link for Clutch or myself at the top of the description and get 10% off all G-Portal game servers right now. Again, thank you
The